Make it make sense. People are complaining that they don't have connections or friendships or genuine groups, but no one is wanting to maintain them. It's very interesting to me because you see it on the apps and people are like, I don't take calls, I don't take texts, I don't take this. So it's like, so how do you communicate? How do you communicate? It doesn't make sense to me. I am one of those people where, listen, close the cycle at least. Like if we're talking as friends or relationship or anything, if you text me and I text you back, close the cycle. Say what you got to say that day. Get it out of the way. And then that day, whatever you said that day, that's that day. And I have no expectation after that day. Don't text me one day and then text me the same conversation 2 days later, like you're responding. Like that drives me nuts. And I'm letting you know right now, I don't know if this is petty or not. If I text you, first of all, I don't really start a lot of tech conversations. I usually reply. So I've had more people text me like, hey, how you doing? What you doing? What you been up to? And I'm like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Nothing. 4 days. And then 4 days later, oh, sorry, I got busy. Ain't nobody that busy. If you're that busy, don't text me. Period. It doesn't make sense to me because in my mind, it feels so disingenuous. It doesn't feel cool. I don't care. I'm sorry. I've had people do this and it never made sense to me. Like if I text you, I'm texting you that day to get an answer, right? That's how I think about it. So if I'm reaching out to you or calling you or anything, I'm doing it because I want an answer to something. I'm sorry that other people might abuse this in your life, but at the end of the day, you have to know, again, discernment, which people are the ones that you should be respectful of and the connections that you want to maintain. Or how do the people you have in your life want to maintain these connections? Because I'm going to let you know this right now. I am the type of person where if you, especially with new friends, if we're trying to become new friends and we're communicating and you just disappear for days on a conversation you started, I'm gonna delete you. I'm sorry. Same thing for romantic interests. If we exchange numbers and I text you and you text me back and then the same conversation you don't get back to for 2 days later, I'm deleting you. If you can't close the conversation out that day, like, hey, how's it going? Yep, I'm doing this. All right, I'll talk to you when I talk to you. Then in my mind, you don't care about me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I just feel that we all keep saying we want real connections. We want some type of tribe. We want to feel close, but we're not maintaining connections. I used to try to maintain the connections that I wanted. I'm being very honest. So again, don't get your feelings hurt if you're somebody who used to be in my life and I didn't maintain a connection with you. It's probably because you didn't maintain one with me. So it is what it is. It doesn't mean I dislike you or not like you. I'm just saying I'm not going to waste my time having you in my phone and then you're never ever texting me. I don't like having a phone book Rolodex of numbers I'm never going to use. That's just me. I know some people like that. That's not how I am. That takes up a lot of memory in my phone, okay? So I just think it's more respectful. I think it's more, I don't know. I just think it makes more sense as a human to have some sense of humanity when it comes to emotions. We keep leaving these open cycles of making people feel abandoned, and then we wonder why we feel abandoned, right? If I'm going to close out a cycle, I'm going to let you know why I'm closing out the cycle. Unless you did something that pissed me off so much that I don't have it in me to respect you enough to close that cycle, right? Fair enough. But going back to the original topic, if you were a new friend or even a family member, sometimes I let it go with family members, right? Because it's family, like whatever. They're ditzy, they're whatever. They did. But at the same time, I hold the same respect where it's like, close out the conversation, please, today. Don't keep texting me on the same topic for days when we can finish this topic today, right? Because I'm not gonna keep going back and forth, reaching out to you to make sure, oh, hey, did you see my message? And then you text me back days later, hey, did you get my message? No, I didn't get your message, I'm sorry. That's how we start being to people who don't respond to me days later. Did you get my message? I did not. Did you text me? Oh, okay. I just think it's weird. That's all. I just feel like it's weird to keep wanting something, but we're not putting in the work to do it, right? If we really want tribe and maintenance of friendships and all this, again, you have to know how to share your emotions. You have to know how to talk. You have to know how to communicate. You have to know how to be vulnerable. Friendship to me is not just sitting there staring at each other. Friendship to me is not just hanging out with people who just want to hang out because they don't have anybody to hang out with, right? Friendships to me are always going to be about connection, wanting to be involved in each other's lives and checking in on each other and making sure each other are okay. It does not have to be every day. I do not expect that every day. I don't even want that every day, honestly. But I do like it when, if we are communicating, we close the cycle that day. So again, if we're trying to make plans for next week, make plans for next week that day. Or say, hey, I'll get back to you about this and we can follow up. Perfect. Don't leave me hanging in the text. Don't have me waiting like my time is not valuable or important because your time is so busy. If your time is so busy, don't pencil me in, okay? Wait until you have open blocks before you come talk to me because I will always respect other people's time. Don't waste my time. That's all. That's all it is. That's all I got for you. Hope that makes sense. Love ya.